everybody. Hey. Welcome. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. So glad you are here. Okay, so is there anything that can just scare the hell out of you more than a stinking hornet's nest? You whip those bastards up, and then all of a sudden, I appreciate the hornet community because they actually give you quite a degree of warning. You really got to screw this up to get stung. I've had this happen numerous times, but they all like leave the nest, and then they're going to do a couple of passes around, like Maverick buzzing the tower, and then they're going to go in and strike. You do have time. I was unwinding a hose. I had to, pull it all out. It sounds very sexual. And then all of a sudden, I noticed the air traffic was picking up, and I was like, wait, huh? Oh no! And then I get the hell out of there as quickly as possible, and then they all kind of like land again back in the zone. It's the hose wrapper thing is like a big piece of plastic that surrounds it. You like close the lid on it, one of those deals. Well, it's ideal for these freaking hornets. So God knows how big this nest is. So now in the backyard, I've got all of this hose unwound, and the plan was to take that hose and spray in the backyard like for weeds, because there's all sorts of shit weeds back there. It's ridiculous. So I'm tired of it looking like that, because basically I'm just mowing weeds now. Well, I got this stuff. You attach it to the end of the hose, you spray it on there, the weeds go away. Okay, great. Problem. The hose is now all over the yard, and I'm not going back there. Fuck that. So then I'm like, well, this is what you do. You then wait till nightfall, and then all those bastards, they like settle down for the night, and they all go over to like the nest and just hang out until the morning. And then they start to get active again. And then you blast them with the spray. So I was like, all right, you bastards, you're going to die. And honest to God, this is ridiculous to me, because I actually feel bad when I have to do that. And that's what I've talked to you about. I don't, if I'm like above the pool and I'm getting ready to clean it out and I see a couple of little bugs in there that are fighting for their lives before they drown, I will go. I mean, I'm not kidding you. A little tiny bug, and scoop it out and like, oh, go on, run away. Oh God. I hate the frickin' sensitivity. It's almost too much. I need to be more of an asshole to living things. That sounds weird. Aram says, you should feel bad about killing them. They're outside. Where else are they supposed to live? No, I'm with you. But part of me wants to just leave it alone. But, I mean, I got my grandkids that hang out there on the over that area where that hose is stored on the pool deck. And no, I can't have it. The comment, wait, you feel bad about bugs, but will cut in a zipper lane? Wait, first of all, that's the right thing to do, stupid ass. Second of all, that's completely two entirely different things. One is killing something. One is trying to keep traffic moving at a normal pace. Shut up. If you're going to make a joke, at least try. Kim writes, my dad will scoop spiders in the house and put them outside. He's afraid the spider family will come back and attack if he kills one. I won't even kill them. If I see a spider in the house, I don't kill it. No. I leave it alone. Paul says, I'm the same, but somehow I enjoy hunting still. But if it's not in season, I can't kill. No, you're a sick fuck. And all of you hunters are. I understand why hunting is essential. I just don't understand how you can do it. It's a good thing that you psychopaths exist and find joy out of murdering creatures. I could not do it because, well, I'm better than you. If you have a heart and a soul, you don't hunt. You need scumbags like Paul there to do that shit. And it's a damn good thing that we have lunatics and animals walking amongst us to be able to do the deed of hunting. You know, I mean, honestly, if these pieces of shit weren't out there hunting, you know, the deer would be destroying the farmers' crops. That's what I'm told. Or they'd suffer with some type of horrible disease. I don't know. These are probably all lies that the hunting community tells just so that you can feel better about what you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's fucked up, man. What an awful thing. The comment, fuck spiders and hornets. They'll bite, sting you if given the opportunity. Survival of the fittest, assholes. Eat poison. When I was a kid, of course, no internet. So you had to go outside and entertain yourself. So we would search for the largest spider you could find, put it in a bucket, and then gather up as many, lift rocks and gather crickets and other bugs and throw them in the bucket. And man, the war that would ensue. I would eventually feel pretty bad about it because there was a lot of death and destruction. The spider would kill several of the crickets, but I've talked about this before. The crickets would always overcome the spider by sheer numbers. This comment, yeah, the factory farm is so much better than hunting for your own food. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. It's all fucked up. Okay? It is all fucked up. And it's not my fault that I was raised on chicken and hamburger. If my parents had done their job right and made me eat grain and beans, we wouldn't be having this discussion. All right? You know, seriously. So shut up. I love meat, okay? I am with you. I love it. But it is really disheartening to think how meat is produced. That's why Chris in Minnesota is such a serial killer. We'll talk to him today on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. I think he's the guy who has to kill like all the pigs in Minnesota. Chris says, when I was stationed in Texas, we would drop scorpions on top of the fire ant mounds. Awesome fight. Oh, God. All right, where was I? Because when I was spraying a hornet's nest up north at Fear Bunker North, you know, it was small, and the little guy's like crawling out, and he's trying to make the nest for the queen, you know, and he's not messing with me, but I don't want to get stung. So, psh, that's it, you know, done. What was that, Daisy? Oh, okay. Diana just let Daisy in. So, I'm like, all right, I gotta take care of this. And then I didn't do anything. So now I got to wait till nightfall again. Or else you see, if you spray them during the day, those bastards are out in the field gathering stuff to make the nest bigger. And so they're out in the field and then you spray it, and then they come back and they go, what the fuck? Who is that? And then boom, you're going to get stung. So you got to wait till they all come back to the nest to go to bed for the night, and then you blast them. A couple years ago, there was an enormous bald-faced hornet's nest in that tree, and I took care of it. I was scared to death, but it worked perfectly. You just a couple cans, 2 on the ground, 2 in your hands, and you just spray it. When those run out, you pick up the next 2. So that's what's up. Now I've got this hose all over the pool deck, and I should have sprayed it last night, but I was too busy being in pain. 8-mile run yesterday. It's weird because on this particular day when this 16-weeker training program started, on this particular day it started out as like a 2-mile run as recovery. Now the recovery run is 8 miles. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, that sounds great. And it actually is. It allows me to kind of like just go slow and that's what you're there. You're trying to get stronger, but at the same time, it's still recovery from the day before, which was more intense. But it takes up a lot of time. Now we're getting to the point where I am finishing up. I'm halfway through. Like at the end of this week, I'll be done with 8 weeks of the 16 on this training schedule, which reminds me, it has been way too long since we talked with my pal Mike Ball, who I am challenging after being destroyed by like 45, 50 minutes last year in the Grand Rapids Half Marathon. And I'm sure he's strong as hell. I'm probably going to lose again, but I'm doing better this year than I was last year. And that isn't saying much because last year was an absolute shit show. He's out peddling Little Debbie snacks, no doubt. I'm probably going to get stood up. Paul says, how do I avoid side cramps? I get terrible side cramps after too much movement.
This Mike.
I don't know. Are you going too fast? I wish I could help you. I haven't had that problem. Look it up online, how to avoid cramps. Aram is very active, and he woke up today and said, I am going to rub Eric's nose and shit. And every comment I see, that's what he's doing. Thanks. I appreciate that. That's great. Paul, I think when in doubt, slow down. Do less. Take time to build up to it. That's the big thing. Slow down, do less. Build up more gradually. So welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. We are fast approaching show number 900. It won't be long. I won't hit 1,000 this year. It'll be in 2023 when I hit 1,000 shows. It'll be past the 4-year mark of doing this. But, yeah, welcome back. For you folks who are enjoying the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, it is time to say goodbye to you. If you want the full show uninterrupted, you must go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Why, Eric? Why do you do that? It's just a better platform. So I like to give it to you on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for at least a little bit to maybe get a few of you to sign up on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Go there, fill out your little username, give yourself a username, and then follow the show. You hit the follow button. And if you want, subscribe as well. When you subscribe, you will see no ads as the show is going on. You'll always get an ad to start, but if you subscribe, And you can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime account. Do that, but you got to do it each month. It won't auto do it for you, so you got to do it each month. Or if you want, and I don't really stress this, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can pay $5 to subscribe, and then you will get no ads. That's just if you want the show live. 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. I've been doing this for years. This is where you find it. If you don't care, if you're like, I don't give a shit about whether I see it live or I get it recorded later on in the day, that's fine too. It's totally free and available for you wherever you download podcasts. Eric Zane Show podcast. Cannot miss it. I got a Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane, that helps pay the bills. If you want more content, totally up to you. There you go. Okay, that's the hard sell about your old pal Eric Zane. Welcome to this Thursday edition of the show. I say goodbye to the folks on Facebook, Twitter,